So the way these kind of talks go is a Q&A format, because I think that's the most interactive way that we can get with you guys. You know, you often go to a talk and you see people falling asleep back there. They're on their phones, right? And we're going to be running in, handing you guys the microphone. You can ask whatever you want. I'm so going to regret saying that. Rob, what's your relationship status? So again, it's going to be really interactive, but we're going to start off with a few questions. I'm going to answer you today, but today my sister Roz is going to ask me a couple of questions too. So let's give it up for Roz. So right, we're going to get started. And this, even though it's my third event, this is the first time that I've actually done a talk and that I've actually done a Q&A. I know, so selfless, so modest. But right, let's kick it off.
We're going to start, and then everyone's going to have a chance at the end to ask questions to Rob as well. So I'm just going to start with, most people here probably know your backstory, but just give us like a brief background. Yeah, just give us a brief background.
For sure. So it's I actually haven't even done an updated story. So every year on YouTube I do this thing, and it's my story so far. And I've been on YouTube 4 years, so I still need to do that fourth installment. So we're going to go back to when I was about 20 years old, okay? And I was in a place in my life where I was actually an extremely negative person. I was really hard on myself and I had nothing going on, and I could only really describe my life as stagnant. I'd been fired from every single job that I ever tried. I was failing in college, soon to drop out at this stage, and I honestly lay in bed until 2 p.m. every day, played video games, went into the kitchen, got something to eat, and then went back to bed. A few people nodding in there, just like, yeah, that's me now. So the only thing that was consistent in my life was going out and meeting people. I was still quite social, and also the gym. I love the gym, right? And we're always told to work on our weaknesses, okay? And you end up becoming a jack of all trades, and you end up actually mastering nothing. And so all this time, my guidance counselor, even some of my family, saying, Rob, you gotta go to college, you gotta work on this, you gotta work on that. No one was telling me to double down on my strengths, which were socializing and the gym. And I said, Rob, come on, you can't make a career out of going to the gym and socializing. The world doesn't work that way. It's not that easy. It's not that fun. But I say, screw that. You should love what you do, and it should be fun. For example, one of these events, putting on these events, it feels like it's my birthday. I'm having so much fun. I'm literally there's lovely snacks, there's protein bars, there's amazing people, there's music. We're in London. It's like, this is a really fun day for me. And so I said, you know what, it's time for me to start doing what I love doing. So one thing that I did have in my life was actually a personal trainer certificate. So I started coaching people, and then I said, I need to scale this. I was giving out all these free plans, and people were coming back to me with amazing results. They'd be giving me these before and afters and saying, mate, I absolutely transformed not only my physique, but my life as well with the advice and the content you put out online. So at this stage, all I had was a Facebook page, and I was putting out all these kind of articles as stories even, and people were tagging underneath saying, this, how we do this, So all of a sudden, I had a load of before and afters. I had a load of client testimonials. So I said, Bing light bulb moment. And oftentimes when you're trying to come up with a business idea, it's something that presents itself to you every single day. It's right in front of you, and you just need to see it. You just need to realize it. So I had no money at the time. I worked in retail. I remember I had about maybe 200 to 300 euro in my bank account, on a good week. So I walked into a computing college, right, just some random one in Dublin, and this guy I kind of knew, I probably looked like I was trying to sell drugs on campus. I was like, kid, do you want to make some money? And he was like, what? And I was like, dude, I need you to make me a website that can take payments. It doesn't have to be fancy, I just need something, okay? The website crashed on a regular basis, but it could still take payments, and then I could start charging for plans and taking online clients. And at the time, I was still working jobs here and there, 9 to 5, and trying to do all this on the side as well. So I literally slept a couple hours every night, if even. So I was 9 to 5, I was working, my day job. Then when I got home, I'd go to the gym, I'd have dinner with my family. It would be 7 p.m. at this stage. I'd go to the gym, train myself, and then I would come back and I'd stay up until 2, maybe 3 a.m. working on clients' programs, writing these ebooks. And so that was the time in my life, it's very important, it's the transition period when you need to work your ass off, okay? And the moment that my side gig, the side hustle, makes more than your main gig, the 9 to 5, well then it's safe. That's when it's safe to go all in on what you love. So it's a very tough transition period, but I went into my boss's office and I just said, he was actually really cool about it. It wasn't like I walked in, like, kicked the door, I was like, I quit. It was more like I walked in and I was like, I have something to tell you, please don't hate me. But so it actually took me 2 or 3 weeks to actually work up the courage to go in and quit. And then, oftentimes doing what scares us, we know we need to do it, even though it scares us. So I went in, I quit, and once you start putting 100% into doing what you love, and into your side job, that's when things are going to take off. When you give 100% to anything, that is when the magic happens. People are just going through life and they're half-stepping it. They're putting 10% of the time here, they're putting 10% of the time there. They're a mile wide and an inch deep, and nothing really gets done. And then so once you put 100% into things, that's when the magic happens. So I started putting all efforts into putting in beneficial content online. I was doing all my talks and seminars for free. Anyone that would listen to me about my training services, my YouTube channel, everything, anyone that would listen to me, I was doing it for free. I might as well have just been standing on top of a building talking about it. And thank God we are living in the most insane period of time where if you've got a good business idea, people will hear about it if you put in the work. So I did whatever I could to tell people about Lipsett Fitness, and then it kind of rolled and rolled from there, and here we are now.
That's amazing. Okay, so I think, I'm just trying to think about what people want to hear today, and I find it so embarrassing sometimes to take a selfie, especially when I'm walking around in public. I'm like, oh God.
This is literally the place to take a selfie.
Yeah, this is probably the best place to take a selfie. It's going to judge you. I remember taking a selfie in Dublin and someone was like, wanker, or you can fucking eat it. And
I curse a lot more in person, by the way. So get ready, when I'm getting ready into something, get ready for some F-bombs.
It's just how do you deal with not caring what people think, especially in the beginning, I remember you calling me and being like, because I was in the States at the time, and you were like, I posted a bunch on my Facebook page, I'm so freaked out. And even today, you do get, sometimes people will call you names on Instagram or give you don't get much, thank you. But how do you deal with people criticizing what you're doing and just keep going, and launching at the beginning? Because I feel like that's the hardest.
Absolutely. So the start is the hardest when you've got nothing really to show yet, okay? And then so people will be like, who is this guy think he is? What's he doing? And in Ireland, especially Dublin, it's a tiny country. Everyone in Dublin knows each other, everyone gossips and talks. And I call it crabs in a bucket. Okay, it's that crab in a bucket mentality. When one crab tries to climb out of the bucket, all the other crabs try to pinch him and pull him back down. Okay? But you gotta look at the crabs as haters, right? When one of you is trying to do something good, everyone's trying to bring you down, you gotta ignore them, right? I actually sometimes call my haters crabs. I'm like, get off me, crab. Get out of here, right? I'm trying to get out of the bucket. And so at the start, a lot of people, come on in. So at the start, a lot of people, they will try to bring you down. They'll try to bring you down to their level, and that's, you've got to ignore it and look past it. And so it is very difficult at the start, but until you start showing that you're making something of yourself, you're actually putting in work, then you actually get less hate, because people are like, oh damn, first I made fun of them, now I need to ask them for a favour. So just do it at the start, it is the hardest. You gotta ignore the naysayers. You gotta be like, look, I'm just doing what I love doing, and I'm gonna keep on going. So the start is the hardest, but you just gotta put the blinkers on and ignore it.
You just have to just not.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so the next is, I know you talk about giving value, and even when I look at the Instagram accounts I follow, you know, it's all my interests, and I like to follow things that I gain something from. So, you know, how can people find their value in what they're doing? Like, I know a lot of people here aren't just trying to be fitness YouTubers. I was talking to a physio earlier. You know, some people are trying to just do different blogging, different outlets, maybe start a brand, they double tap over there. You know, how would you give value in your posts?
Absolutely. So the theme of today is, of course, content creation, and you know how you make a living from it and how you do what you love for a living. And like you said, there's a physio here. Well, I've seen some amazing physio accounts, and they go into the anatomy, the physiology, everything, how you do some work on yourself. You just provide that free information. And it was like in my first couple of years of starting out on social media, I took no paid sponsorships. I did all my talks for free. I put everything online. I would even coach clients for free. So you're going to have to do that free work. You're going to have to provide that value. And a lot of times you won't see an immediate return because you need to provide that value to begin with. And even all my first videos online, they were not even like personal vlogs. You know, now I might show what I'm up to, let people into my life more. But at the beginning, it was all just informational content. And that is actually going to help you massively in the long run, because people will be like, hey, you see that video Rob did on how to set up your own nutrition plan? I'm going to share that with a friend. So you need to do whatever you're doing and pretty much give out this free information, and that is what is going to help you grow. And it's like a Gary Vaynerchuk book. I forget the exact name of the book. Could be Hook, Hook, Punch. Is that it? I don't even know the name of the book. Jab, hook. Yeah, close enough. So that's pretty much give, take. So you're going to need to give at least 2 or 3 times the amount of free content before you monetize that, okay? Because imagine I just first started out and I was here like, buy this, buy that, you know, buy this supplement, use my discount code, you know?
People, it's like a selfie with like no value, and people
yeah.
Oh great, we saw your face.
Exactly. Yeah, words.
Value actually is about it.
Yeah. So you're going to need to just be putting out a lot of free information there to begin with until you jab or you hook, whatever, and you know, you start monetizing that and bringing it back.
Okay, so also like, obviously I watched you from day one because you're my brother. I've seen you in nappies, but so literally day one. He actually hasn't changed much, which is really bizarre. It's retained. I think he still loves The Simpsons as well. But yeah, so I think, you know, you are so good at like oversharing, and I don't say that in a bad way, but like you're even like poverty soda back in the day, and you know, you're like, oh, I'm living in the fucking hostel, and you know, you're like, I had nothing,
Everyone remembers hostel days.
But like, it's so cool the way, you know, you have the confidence to like actually be like, I have no fucking idea what I'm doing. You know, so much of Instagram right now is so flash.
Yeah.
And you know, I know your life is quite flash now, but like you didn't start that way, and that's really nice because I feel like most people don't start that way. So like, how do you have like that confidence to overshare?
Absolutely. So people think in order to like, you know, be on social media, you got to be, you know, traveling to the best places. You got to be driving that flashy car. You know, you got to be wearing the best clothes, and that's not true at all. People actually love seeing the come up. People love seeing you progress. Like, people want to see someone do well, they want to see you prosper, and they want to see things come together. It's like when you do, let's say you do a fat loss series or something, you know, you start off at day 1, you're like, this is where I'm beginning, and on 90 days I hope to be here, and people are going to follow that along. And I just documented my journey when I was living, you know, in a house that I hated, when I was working, you know, the jobs that I didn't like. People honestly love the come up, and the people that are still following my content today say to me, you know, I remember, you know, George the cat. It's like, there's like cat, like it's so old. They're like, I remember George the cat. I remember when you bought that Aldi Cola. You know, I remember when.
Robert is 6 years younger than me, and then we have 2 older sisters. So everyone moved out of the family home. So my mom got this great idea to like rent out to students. So Robert.
Not even students. It was like the cheapest rooms in Dublin. So it took a bad crowd.
You know, you were really, you know, a real trooper, and you know, you videoed it all. You said like, I obviously want to move out, and that was your goal. And now you're living in a lovely apartment, and you know, it's great to see just achieving those goals. But like, most people don't think that they can start that way.
Exactly, and so don't think wherever you're at in life, you just need to own it and just be like, this is me now, and I'm actively actively trying to progress and improving myself, and people honestly love to see that.
Yeah, okay, that, like, I actually love that, but, you know, it does take a certain level of confidence, so it's about achieving that. Okay, sorry, I'm off on it. Okay, so the next thing is how do you find your narrative as, oh sorry, that was actually, what is the post that did the best, and why do you think that it did the best?
Absolutely. So people want something, they do want to see your journey as well, but they do also want something to aspire to. So nowadays people do like seeing a lot of travel, they do like seeing cars and stuff, but that doesn't come until before you build up that core audience that actually wants to see what you do. So I think I was talking to Brandon about this. People love before and afters. And that can be in anything. People want a story. They want that narrative. Like even Kristen does with the Summer Shredding series. People love following that along. So in terms of posts that do the best, I think people love when there's a story behind it. I think the post that I did the best could have also been a couple's post as well, because people, again, they love to aspire.
Aspirational, yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Wanting it to be in love and stuff.
Exactly.
In terms of videos, what was like the most?
Oh, well, in terms of videos, then you just do have that all-out viral content. So I think my most viewed video is a 20,000 calorie challenge. Hands up if you saw that. Yeah, okay, so a lot of hands there.
Somebody did that.
Yeah, it's like, I like making it do that.
I'm going to see someone with like the protein bars over there trying to...
But so, and then to go into viral content a little bit, okay? To make something go viral, it needs to elicit an emotional response, okay? So that could be informed, motivated, make you want to share it, okay? And it could even be funny. And so with that, the 20,000 calorie challenge, people got something from it, it made them happy. So it doesn't always have to be information. It can be providing, comedy or something like that as well. So something that would make someone want to share.
Okay, so in regards to editing your videos, how did you start that, and was it a long process? Because I know that can take a long time.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, ironically, if you want to learn how to do YouTube and content creation, where's the best place to go to? YouTube. So if you really truly want to learn about something, you'll go out and do it yourself. And that's why I think that college, it's kind of like you're forced to stay in this room and you're kind of forced to learn. So if you really wanted to learn about something, you go out and you do it on your own. So YouTube, ironically.
Okay, so...
Quiet down the back!
Let's just talk money, okay? I know money is kind of a topic that makes everyone a little bit uncomfortable. We all want to know, how much do you make? And how do you make money? And how can people start making money?
Absolutely. So there's a couple of different revenue streams that you can go into once you do build up your channel. So I always say it's not about the views. YouTube money is actually pretty weak. It's about what you do with the views. So let's say you get 1 million views on a video. That equates to about £2,000 or €2,000, depending on watch time and a lot of other factors. But let's say you've got an ebook that is €30, okay? And let's say you convert a mere 1,000 people out of the 1 million people that watch it, okay, to buy that ebook. That's a very small conversion rate, and then that's 30 grand, okay? So instead of, you're making 2 grand from the views, but you might be making 30,000 from the products you're selling. So once you do actually develop this product, you can use your audience to, push that product to, as long as you're providing a lot of value as well. So I'm obviously a shareholder in the Raw James Group. I've got a series of ebooks online. I've got an app, and then I've also got some sponsorships as well that can get pretty lucrative too.
Cool, okay, so and how do you think that, when was it that you really started making money? After how long? How many years did you put in?
I could do it full time in 2015, but it was still, just tipping along. And in 2016, 2017 is when I saw some exponential growth. But you're going to have to give it some time. You're going to work jobs here and there, and it's not going to be easy from the get-go, and you're going to have to be patient about it.
Sometimes I follow people with loads of followers, like 500,000 or something, and it's just constantly ad, and it's really annoying. So, how do you kind of maintain, not selling so many products, but also just giving things, your own tips and stuff? How do you kind of say no to things?
Exactly. So I'll actually turn down a lot of brand deals, even if I like the product, and even if I would actually use it myself. I say, I notice, I'm doing too much selling at the moment, so I need to wind that back and come out with, again, content content that's going to benefit people, because that is your core. That's what it should be about. You know, like you need people. You need to be helping people, and you need to be providing value.
Okay, so how do you see the future of social media?
Absolutely. So I think it's actually quite interesting. We have an app over here called Double Tap, and I think everyone is going to get kind of more into the business behind it. You should go download it right now. And so I think people are actually listening to smaller social media accounts a little bit more. So some people see an account with like millions and millions of followers, and they say, you know, they're clearly just getting paid for this. You know, they don't really believe in the product, especially if this doesn't suit the person. So I see more micro-influencing coming into things, and I see everybody kind of making a living from it. But it's literally social media is just, it's getting scary how big it is. You know, who reads the newspaper anymore? Let's take a show of hands. Wow, there's 3 people in the room, and I don't even think Matt's being serious. So, you know, what about the radio? You know, when you're in your car, do you listen to an actual radio station, or do you have it hooked up to your phone? Let's get a show of hands. Who listens to radio? Okay, a couple, but still not much. So TV's dying out, radio's dying out, newspapers dying out. So again, it's going more towards that social media. So I see it getting bigger and bigger. I see things like virtual reality coming into play, and I see everyone making a living from it in a way.
Definitely. So I'm going to ask 2 more questions, and then I'm going to do the Q&A. What would you tell your teenage self? Like looking back on like 16-year-old Rob, what would you tell him?
Absolutely. I would tell myself to not worry so much about what other people think. I used to really actually care about the opinion of others. And I would say, don't be afraid to take the path less traveled. Don't be afraid to go against those social norms. And once you do take those risks, it will pay off. And at the end of the day, you know, no matter what choices you do make, you know, everything's going to be alright. So I tell myself to worry less.
Okay, last thing. I know all of us can spend way too much time on our social media. Like, how much time do you spend on it, and how do you stop and switch off?
Absolutely. I downloaded an app once that told me how much time I spent on my phone, and it was frightening. It was scary. And I think once if you actually, you do start making a living and looking at it as a business content creation, you should, do your work on your phone, do your post, but you should be able to switch off as much as possible. So after 8 p.m., I don't do any emails or I don't do any business unless I really have to. And then I do always just try and put my phone in another room. And if you're with someone, give them your full attention. You see so many people, they're catching up with an old friend and they're both just on your phone. So put the phone down, look them in the eye and have a good conversation.
Thanks for that, because we went away together recently and I was on my phone more than him and he was like, get off your phone. I was like, wow, I'm so impressed.
Yeah, I actually low-key, my phone gives me anxiety sometimes. So yeah, I try to go as low as possible. But so right, now we're going to get into the juicy stuff. And you guys are going to ask the questions on your mind. And we are also giving away athlete and gym gear and supplements throughout the whole day to the best questions. So just raise your hand in the air, my sister, hand you a mic.
Hello. Oh, there we go. Current relationship status. No, I'm joking. Who is probably your favourite YouTuber? Who do you feel like you watch the most?
Absolutely. So I watch my friends a lot. Christian Guzman, Matt Tuning, and all the guys in this room, basically. Matt is literally looking at me going, me. So I watch a lot of my friends to just keep up with them and see what they're doing. And oftentimes it will concern me, like Christian will be like, oh, we're going on this trip. And I'm like, I'm probably going on that trip too, actually. But in terms of people that, I get a lot of information from, I would watch a lot of Gary Vaynerchuk, Dave Ramsey, he's kind of a financial advisor, got into him recently, Joe Rogan and Jordan Peterson. I think, they're amazing speakers. Actually, who listens to the Joe Rogan podcast here? Yeah, it's a huge one. Starting a podcast is something that I really want to do within the next year, because I think vlogging, while it's amazing and people love it, I think it's great to be able to just sit down, like this even, and just talk about a topic. Really spend 3 hours on the topic and go right into it. So there's a few there, that kind of crew. And once we start searching that intellectual dark web, YouTube will start recommending some brilliant people to listen to too. So yeah. And if you can't throw up your hand at an event like this, well then God help you, right? So I'm hoping you feel a little bit more confident and relaxed and just throw up and ask whatever you want.
Hi.
What's up? How you doing?
Good.
what will people progress to for when you're like 40?
For sure. So if you ask me what I was doing 5 years ago, this job hardly even existed, okay? YouTube vlogging wasn't even a thing. So the world is changing so fast, okay? And you know, I say in 2008, working in a bank was a great job. You know? So, and then, you know, the banks just collapsed like that. So oftentimes, you know, we're told to always conform to these societal norms and, you know, we get that job. But that might not be safe either. You know, I know, seeing as I work for myself, I'm an entrepreneur, no one's ever fired me. You know, the only person that can fire me is me. But when I was working for other people, I would get fired regularly. So that's actually quite risky. And what I often say is, it's actually a risk to not go chase your dreams. It is a risk. Your life is short, you know what's shorter? Your 20s and your 30s when you're full of energy. Your 40s. You don't have that time forever. So like, there's periods of your life that are even shorter than life itself, so you need to get after. So in 5 and 10 years time, I don't know what I'm doing, you don't know what you're doing, but I know I'm going to be doing something I love, and I'll be passionate about it, and I'll give it 100%.
Okay, so if you had a billboard, what's the one quote, what's the one saying you would put on that billboard that you would want the world to know?
Okay, but my quote, it's been the same since I was 16. I'm not sure if I was sticking on a billboard, but it's I'll either find a way or make one, okay? Because I'm not the best at anything. I'm not the strongest, I'm not the fastest, I'm certainly not the sharpest, I'm not the best looking, I'm not the tallest, I'm not nothing, okay? But no matter what, I will find a way and I will make it work. And that was even in school, I was absolutely dreadful at academics. I was told I was a failure. Every teacher was saying I would amount to nothing. So it was a real good feeling when I went back and gave a talk at my old school. But so that would be my motto, is I'll either find a way or make one, because we're just too quick to...
I think that you're the most consistent person I've ever met, and I think that is major.
Natural. Consistency is key.
Have you got any tips for people wanting to build their confidence, not just for social media, but just in life in general? Is there any sort of weird things you do, or any things that are individual to you?
Do something that scares you every single day. Every single day. And now it doesn't have to be, you know, something monumental. It can even be like, you know, going up to a girl in a bar that you think is attractive and just saying hello. You know, it can be doing something small like that. You know, it can be introducing yourself to someone and just doing these small things every day that gets you uncomfortable with the comfortable. It gets you comfortable with the uncomfortable. And one thing I do is I actually take cold showers every single day, okay? Not for some magic benefit, but just because I don't want to do it. And so in the morning, if I start my day off with something I don't want to do, and I do it, that's starting the day off with a win. And you know that feeling inside you get when you're standing underneath a shower and you know it's going to be ice cold? It's like a feeling. Get comfortable with that feeling. And so that's it. Do something that scares you every single day, and you'll build up to bigger things. I used to be very shy, and now I speak in front of crowds. So I'm not saying, you know, go out and speak in front of crowds immediately, but start building up and making those little steps until, you know, you're just really comfortable with who you are as a person. It's a great question. So yeah, let's take like 2 or 3 more. Yo, good little transfer of the camera, the mic, that was efficient.
What would you say to someone, so I'm 19, and...
Awesome. Like what I would give to be 19 and actually putting myself in these situations. When I was 19, I was drinking cans in the park. Can we actually clap it up for this guy right here? Beer in the park, okay? Congrats.
I've got like, I don't know, in like my head I've got so many things I want to do, like, or what I could do, or what I want to do in life. What would you say to sort of, like, because most of the time I end up not doing anything, it's sort of procrastinating about what I can do. What would you say to sort of narrow everything down and
absolutely
get started doing stuff?
So it's like what I said, you know, you don't want to be a mile wide and an inch deep. Like, you need to find that thing that you enjoy the most, that you actually, that gives you that feeling. It's a warm, fuzzy feeling, but for real, it actually is. You need to find that thing that lights a fire up under your ass, and you need to concentrate on that. So for me, that was fitness and content creation, which goes hand in hand. And I still, to this day, that is tunnel vision, okay? When you find that one thing, you'd be surprised at how quickly you can progress at it. And And just because I'm into, fitness and public speaking, it doesn't have to be that. It can be, makeup, it can be travel, it can be, you could be a dentist, anything. Once you just find that one thing and you just put your blinkers on that, man, the results will be fast. So just think, you need to kind of chalk up the pros and cons of each thing you're into, but you need to choose one. You need to choose one. For sure. I think, yeah.
So when you first started out, you were obviously backed into a corner with very few possibilities, didn't really know what to do.
Yeah.
I just wondered what your motivation and drive was to get out of that and go as far as you have done. What started it and what keeps you going every day now?
So it was a little bit of a burn the boats mentality. Have you ever heard the phrase burn the boats? So basically when the Romans or whoever it was, some, ancient army, I'm like, yeah, Romans, that sounds good. So basically when they went to storm, a village or an island or something, the general said, burn all the boats. And I said, why would we do that, okay? Another one is burn the bridges, okay? It means no going back, okay? Once you commit to something, once you choose your one thing, okay, this is it. There's no going back. So I had no job, no college, and my friends and my family didn't have, any connections for me to go into a job. I was literally just lying in bed playing Xbox, right? Okay? We all love an Xbox, but after a certain point. And so, I literally had my back against the wall and there was no other options. So I was like, yo bitch, it's time to grind. I just started to do this. So I couldn't even afford a camera. I picked up my iPhone 5 and I just started putting content out there. So again, once you've got no going back, you need to tell yourself, am I going to lie in bed and do shit all for the rest of my life? Or am I going to go out and make something out of myself? And it's your moral obligation to go out and do what you love and be the best person you can be. Because if you do that, you're going to make society as a whole a better place. So it's literally, the onus is on you. Imagine everyone went out and they're like, I'm going to be the best person I can be. Imagine how good the world would be. So you'd be surprised at how much just doing your thing and focusing on becoming the best version of yourself can improve the entire world. So that's it. And so take one more and then we'll finish off. So I think we go one down here. So yeah, just right down here. He's got the mic.
Yeah, I will.
Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, keep going. I'm enjoying this. I'm fired up right now. I want to do a few more questions.
Yeah, so quite a tough question for you. Would you rather?
Bring it.
Would you rather never do a gym session again or never travel abroad again?
That is a good one. So with the country I'd have to remain in, be Ireland.
Yeah.
Jesus, get me off the fucking island. It would definitely be hit the gym and just live out my days on the Emerald Isle. As much as us Irish people, we love to complain about where we're from. I do love my country, and I of course do, fitness. I think I'd go literally insane without the gym. When I'm feeling stressed, or when I'm having one of those weeks, it's oftentimes I notice I haven't made it to the gym or exercise as much as I'd like to. So that has a huge effect on your creativity and even your mind in general. So I would choose to hit the gym and stay in Ireland. For sure. I think we got yes. Yeah.
What's up, Rob? When you hit a creative content block, how do you overcome that? And what motivation do you find to actually physically go and pull yourself out of that?
Absolutely. So me and Meg were actually talking about when you take a little bit of time off a certain platform, and usually it is YouTube because that requires the most amount of creativity. With an Instagram, I know it can be very creativity with photography and stuff, but YouTube is a different ball game. You really have to switch yourself on. And so sometimes when you do have that creative block, it's important to step away from it. And it's important to actually give yourself a little bit of time off and to remember why you started and what got you started in the first place. And so once you think back to that, you say, well, I started from nowhere. One day I just started it. So it's like once you take a break, you're like, it's going to be even easier to get back to. It's like I've already started this. So I do actually recommend taking a little break, de-stressing, clearing your head, and then you just think of that reason why you did it in the first place. And that goes with anything, even with the gym. A lot of times people get burnt out a little bit, so they take some time off. And that's absolutely fine. That's okay, and that's normal. But you just gotta switch off, take a step back, and remember that why. It's alright. Okay, one more. Okay, right here.
Yeah, go on. Sorry.
So you started your fitness career roughly when you were a student as well, right?
Yes, to a failed student.
Yeah. So I'm a second year student now, and realistically, what do you think should be an ideal mentality for like someone that wants to do a lot of fitness, but then also has to succeed in university life?
Yeah, and so people often think that like I'm anti-college or anti-9 to 5, and that's not true at all. I'm just anti-doing shit you hate, okay? So, yeah, anti-doing shit you hate. That's the new hashtag, anti-doing shit you hate, okay? So, I think it's brilliant to, do college, do your job, and then, do something on the side. Do something you're passionate about on the side. So college is probably the time where you're going to have the most free time in your life. Just a lot of us spend it down in the bar, they spend it drinking their college days away, which I do think it's important to, go out and have fun. But it is the time when you've got a lot of free time and you can really be putting those hours in on doing that thing you love, be it fitness, entrepreneurship, content creation, whatever it is. So I think it is a good time to be able to do something you're passionate about as well as staying on top of college. So right, we're going to pause for a little break. Thank you so much for listening. The day's just getting started. You're with probably the most open-minded, outgoing people you could ever be with. So let's take some photos, let's take some selfies, let's do some vlogs, and let's have some fun. We'll be back in 15 minutes.
So the bathrooms, by the way, are just down downstairs if anyone's asking, and then just take as much stuff from around the wall as you want to the staff.
Enjoy.